concealer in my hair. Hey guys, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I hope you guys are enjoying your December and the holiday season. So for this year, I wanted to do a holiday look for you guys to wear to either Christmas or to a Christmas party. I know Christmas is in about a week and a half, so I'm going to try and get this video up as soon as possible for you guys. But last year I did the iconic like gold, glittery, and then red lip look for the holiday season, which I got a lot of feedback on, especially Pinterest. I see that picture getting pinned all the time, which is awesome. But I want to do something a little bit different this year than the classic like gold red, because I feel like a lot of people do that for their Christmas look. So I wanted to do more of like a red cranberry look for you guys. So I did pair it with this red lip, but I did give you guys another option that you could substitute it for, just in case if you didn't want to go like crazy on both features of your face. But I love how this eye turned out. It's just a beautiful Christmas halo eye, and it really does open up your eyes and make them look really beautiful. I also wanted to do a little bit something different because I know everyone really tends to go for the glitters during the holiday season. So I decided to do more of a fine glitter instead of like a chunky glitter. You know what I mean? Like the steel glitters are beautiful, but I wanted to do more of something that's wearable because not a lot of people like to go full glam all the time, so I wanted to make this more wearable for you guys. So if you guys want to see how I got this holiday halo eye with my two lip options, then let's get straight into the video. Okay, first I'm going to put my hair up because I'm not going to deal with this. Cute. So I'm first going to go in with primer. I'm first going to go in with the Urban Decay Pore Perfecting Complexion Primer Potion to fill in my pores and fine lines on my face. And then I'm going to go on top of that with the Too Faced HangoveRx Primer. This is just going to be a really good hydrating primer for your face and make sure my skin is super hydrated for the day, especially since it's winter and my skin is so dry. And now I'm just going to let that soak into my skin for a little bit. So now moving on to foundation. Funny story about this foundation. I bought this when it first came out and I used it, and I thought it was the foundation, and it but I'll tell you what it was. But I broke out in little white dots all over my face, so I was like, no, not using this foundation again. And I did buy two colors of it. But I realized that it was the primer that I used underneath of the foundation that broke me out. And because I just recently started using this again, and I'm obsessed. Hasn't replaced my Lancome. That's one of my favorites. It lasts a really long time, but this is very similar. But I noticed it does crease a little bit, but I'm going to use this today because that's what I've been using and I've been loving. It makes my skin look super hydrated, and I want to use up some of my foundations because I have so many. So I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I have two different shades because the first time I remember buying it, it was way too dark for me, and then I bought a lighter one and this is way too light, so I mixed them together. So randomly I'm gonna have Warm Nude and Vanilla mixed together, which I know they're like at least 5 shades in between them. I probably have my perfect shade, it's just I only have these two. So I'm gonna mix these two together to get my perfect match. And then I'm just going to blend that out with my Morphe Beauty Blender. I have been loving this. I tried it because now Morphe is currently in Ulta. And I tried to pick this up because I've heard so many good things about this sponge, and I absolutely love this sponge. It's way better of a dupe for the original Beauty Blender than the Real Techniques sponge, if that helps. The Real Techniques sponge is a little too dense for me. This is very squishy and it's actually amazing, and I will never ever buy the original again because it is so expensive. This is like half the price and it's just as good. So I picked this up at Ulta. This color might look a little like yellow and too dark for me, but it matches my body because I do self tan. I don't know if you guys know that, but it does match, so don't worry. Now for concealer, I'm first going to go in with a color corrector because I have been using this. You guys know, if you've seen my other makeup tutorials, you know I've been using this, and I've been loving it. It is the Benefit Cosmetics Erase Paste in the shade Fair 1. I know there's a different concealer that it's not called Erase Paste anymore, but it is in Ulta still, and if you ask like the Benefit Cosmetics girl that works there, she can help you because she knows what the actual name is. I forget, but I know there is one, so I'm happy about that because I know I said in the last video that they discontinued this, but I didn't know that they changed the name of them, which is good, so I can keep buying this because I love it. So I'm just going to apply this with a Real Techniques, what is this actually? It's a shadow brush, but I love it because it's small and it's easy just to apply the concealer into the inner corners. So I'm just going to place it anywhere that I have some darkness. I'm going to zoom you guys in. And then just blend it out with my Beauty Blender. Now for concealer, I've heard so many good things about this concealer over the years in the makeup industry, and I finally wanted to give it a try. I never committed, and I don't know why, because I've heard so many good things about it, but I finally bought it, and it is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade. I got it in the shade NC20, and I've used it a couple times, and I really like it. It's very, very creamy. It's almost like a gel concealer. Really full coverage, and it's not as drying as the Shape Tape. So if you think that the Shape Tape is a little too drying for you, try the Pro Longwear because you still get the coverage out of it, but it's a lot creamier and like gel-like. It's really nice. So I'm going to put 2 pumps on the back of my hand, and I'm going to apply that with that same Real Techniques brush. So as you can see, I applied the concealer anywhere that I usually would. And I have been doing something a little bit different with my nose, more of like a contouring nose. So if you guys want to see a video on how I've changed up my routine and made my nose a little bit slimmer, let me know. So yeah, I've been trying out a new technique with the concealer first and then going in with bronzer after, and I really like it. But this is where I apply the concealer. So after that, I'm just going to blend it out with a beauty sponge. I'm going to go in with the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder in the shade Naturally Neutral to set my concealer. I'm going to apply that powder with my Morphe M438 brush. And then to set the rest of my face, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin powder in the shade 20, and I'm going to apply that with my Morphe E3 powder brush. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to focus this powder on my face wherever I didn't set it, but I also want to keep the highlight part away with powder for right now because I'm going to go in with a cream highlighter, a new cream highlighter that I'm going to show you in this video, and also I'm going to talk about in my next video. I'm going to be filming a video after this, and it's going to be a Sephora and Ulta haul, and I picked up a new cream highlighter that I'm in love with, and I'm excited to tell you guys about it. So before I bronze and do any of that, I want to put the highlighter on first because I don't want to put the powder on top of it. So I'm going to go in with the, I'm so excited to use this, the Marc Jacobs Do You Drops. If you guys have never heard about this, I first heard about it from Desi Perkins because she used it in a video, and then I heard it again from Kristen Johns. I love her. She's so sweet and adorable. And she said this is one of her like yes approved to like a high-end makeup, so I decided to purchase it and try it out. It is a highlighter, and it's the most beautiful highlighter. So I'm gonna apply that with my fingers. So now I'm going to go in with bronzer. I'm going to go in with my Benefit Cosmetics Hoola bronzer. Obvi, as you can see, I love it. So I'm going to go in with that. Now I'm going to nose contour. I'm going to do this really quickly, but if you guys want to see how I do it, let me know. Now for blush, before I set the cream highlighter, I'm going to go in with the MAC Mineralized Blush in the shade Warm Soul. This is another new product that I'm going to show you in my haul. Probably should have just did these two videos together because I wanted to upload this first before the haul because I want to get this up before the week of Christmas so you guys have an idea on what to do for your makeup. But this is just a beautiful blush, beautiful everyday. It kind of goes with every look, and it's been one of my favorites. So I'm going to go in with that. And I'm going to apply this with my Morphe E4 brush. For highlighter, to set the cream, I'm going to go in with the Laura Geller Gilded Honey. This thing I love, and it's been beat up. It literally will fall out of the pan, but it is such a beautiful color. So I'm going to apply that, and then I'm going to apply a little bit more on top with a different highlighter just to make it really pop because I want to look super glowy for the holiday season. Now for brows, I'm going to tell you guys what products I'm going to be using, but you guys have seen me do my brows so many times that it just takes too long on camera, so I'm just going to show you guys what products I'm going to be using. If you guys want an updated brow routine, let me know down below, and I will do that, guys. I will do that for you guys. But I'm going to be using the Benefit Cosmetics Precisely My Brow number 3 as usual, and then I'm going to fill in my brows using the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer. I think it's in soft brown. Yeah, so I'm going to be using those two, and I will be right back. Okay, my brows are on. Oh my God. I've been loving how my brows have been turning out lately, and I finally found like what works for my face and my shape, and my brows have finally grown in. It's been a struggle. It's been like a long, like yearly struggle with my brows, and I feel like I finally got them down, so I'm very happy about it. Enough with my brow rant. I'm going to move on to eyes. I'm going to zoom you guys in, and we're going to start on the eyes. To prime my eyes, I'm going to go in with the MAC Cosmetics Soft Ochre Paint Pot. This is what it looks like. I've been using this for years, and I just brought it back, and I've been loving it, so that's what I'm going to be priming my eyes with to make sure there's no discoloration and that our eyeshadow stays on a very long time. Now I'm just going to set that with the translucent powder that I used earlier. Okay, for eyes, I'm going to go in with the Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe. If you are lucky enough, you can get your hands on this at Ulta. But I'm going to go in with the shade right here. And that's going to be my transition shade. I have been using this basically like every day since I've got it, and it's one of my favorite colors to use as a transition shade, so that's what I'm going to be using today. I'm going to apply that with my Morphe E27 brush. So I'm going to focus this color on the outer corner and the inner corner as well, because I am doing a halo eye today. So I really want the color to be on both ends of the eye. So when I do a halo eye, I always like to look down into a mirror, because it really opens up the eye, and I can see where I can really put the color into the socket of my eye. But you just want to make sure that you draw the color from the inner corner to the outer corner, because we are going to be doing dramatic colors on both sides, and you want it to look really well blended. Now I'm going to go in with this color right here to deepen up the crease a little bit, and I'm going to change brushes for this because I don't want that fluffy of a brush. I want it to kind of stay contained. So I'm going to switch to the Morphe M433 brush, which is still a nice blending brush, but it is more compact, so you'll have a more precise blend. Okay, now, so for the red that I'm going to be using today, this is one of my favorite shades by Urban Decay, and it is the single eyeshadow in the shade Relish, which is just a beautiful red. This reminded me of Christmas, so I wanted to use this color because I have a lip color to match it, but this is what we're going to be applying for the halo eye. So I'm going to be switching between two brushes because I'm going to first place it with a more compact brush, which is the Morphe E36, just a really small blending brush, which I'm going to like tap in the area that I want the color. But then I'm going to blend it out, but still keep the preciseness of where the color is placed with the Morphe E17, a little bit bigger of a blending brush, but it's still going to help with like the blending out of the process. So I'm going to first go in with the little, oh, nice. So I'm just going to get my brush, and we're just going to first just place it where I want it. Okay, this may look so sloppy, but that's where I want it to be placed. And then I'm going to go back in with the bigger blending brush to just kind of diffuse the edges, but keep it in that spot, because I really don't want the red to go any higher than where I put it. So kind of dipping back into those first two shades to help with the blending process. It blended out very nicely. As you can see, I left this part open because this is where we are going to put the glitter to really make the eye pop. But having that color first placed down and then blending it out with a more compact, like a bigger compact brush, really helps with keeping the color where you want it and it not like going all over your eye and having like this huge smoky eye. That's just a tip if you wanted to keep it contained. And then some places obviously you need to go back in with a blending brush to help with the blending process, but yeah, I'm liking how it's coming out. We're gonna go into the lid color, and I'm very excited because everyone at my work has been like loving these, and I think Laura Lee did a video on these, I think. But they are amazing. If you use your finger, they're fantastic. So there was a gift set for Christmas and I ended up buying them. That's why I have these. But I'm only going to be using these two today. They are the Butter London Glazed Eyeglosses. They literally are, I will show you, like a jelly eyeshadow. But they're really cool and they're beautiful when you apply them to your fingers. There's just a really soft glitter, and I know not everyone wants like a harsh glitter, so I decided to use this instead this year. They're beautiful. So I'm first going to put on Icing, which is like a darker pink, but it has reflexive blue in it, which I think is really cool. You'll see it's not too like bluey. It's beautiful. And then to pop it even more on top, I'm going to go in with a little bit lighter of a color, which is Starlight, which is more of like a rose gold, just to add a little bit more lightness to the middle of the eye. But I love how this came out last time, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. So I've applied this with a brush before. It did not work. Do not apply it with a brush. Fingers, I've found, are just the best way to apply this eyeshadow. And sometimes I've just put it all over my lid and it looks fantastic. But I'm going to take a little tiny bit on my finger, and I'm going to just pat it onto the center of my eye and kind of diffuse the color with my finger outwards to make it blend in with the two on the outer and inner corner of my eye. Then I'm going to go in with the lighter shade Starlight. I'm just going to apply that onto the center of the color that I just applied. I'm going to go back in and darken the inner corner and outer corner a little bit more because I want a little bit more definition. I'm going to take this small one and just ever so slightly dab it on there because I don't want too much, but I want it to deepen up a little bit. Now to finish with the lower lash line, kind of wipe this little brush off because there's a lot of red on it. I'm going to go in with the E36, and I'm just going to go in with the second shade that we went in earlier with the palettes. Now I'm going to go in with the Morphe M432 brush, which is just a flat brush, and it's perfect for the under eye. And I'm going to go in with that Urban Decay shade Relish, and I'm going to just apply this a little bit on the outside because I don't want too much red because then it'll be red overboard, and also I'll look like I have pink eye. But I'm going to just stamp it closest to the lash line as possible. Just on the outside of my eye. Oh my god, I got shadow in my eye. Okay, and lastly for the inner corner, I'm going to go in with this shade right here. And I'm going to apply that to the inner corner. Okay, for mascara, I'm going to go in with my favorite mascara. It is the Benefit Cosmetics Roller Lash, just to get some mascara on my eyes. And then we are going to go in with false lashes because this is a holiday look and we have such a crazy eye going on that we need some false lashes. I'm gonna wait to put bottom mascara on because I usually cry when I put false lashes on. But the false lashes I'm gonna go in with today are the Cosmetics London Eye Lure and their collab with Crazy Ray Ray. They're just the perfect like flare out lashes. They're not too dramatic, but they do give you a little something something, and they're very affordable. But I just love how it went with this look because it still kept it so you could see the middle of the eye, and they weren't like crazy lashes. I didn't really want like a crazy lash since we had so much going on with the eyes and the lips. You'll see the color I'm going to be using. So I wanted to keep the lashes more toned down so it wasn't all like boom. So I'm going to go put these on. I'm not going to do them on camera because that's too much. Legit just took me 10 minutes to put these eyelashes on because even before I started putting my eyelashes on, my eyes started crying. It's a good thing I didn't put lower lash mascara on because I know myself. But how beautiful are these lashes with this look? Like, I know a lot of people don't like to wear like crazy dramatic lashes, so I think these are perfect because they still give you something, but they're not like in your face false eyelashes. I think they're beautiful for this look or an everyday wear in general. So I really love how the look turned out. So now we're going to move on to lips, and I'm very excited because I just got this and I'm going to show you in my Ulta haul. But I have been using some of them at work because they just came to Ulta, and I'm so happy because these are one of my favorite liquid lipstick brands besides Smashbox. You guys know they're my favorite. But this is top 3 and is the Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks. I'm going to be using the color Los Angeles today, which is like the most beautiful red I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, there's a bajillion reds out there, and you could probably find like every similar red, but there's something about it that makes this red different, so I really love this, and I'm going to put this on today. This is going to be one of my lip options, so you can definitely use this if you want more of the red, bold look, but if you want to keep more of the focus on the eyes, I think the nude liquid look just as good, so I'm going to show you the nude and then the red. So I'm going to give you 2 lip options today. So my second nude is going to be the Dose of Colors No Shade. It's just a really nice nude color. I know Urban Decay has a color like this as well. It's just a really nice nude, so I'm going to show you guys what this looks like on first. So here's the first option. It is very similar to Stark Naked by Urban Decay. This just might be a little bit lighter, but it's just a normal nude color that gives more of the tension onto the eyes rather than the lips. So if you guys don't want like a full-blown like bold look for the holidays, this is perfect. So yeah, there's this color. Oh my goodness, this lipstick was a struggle and a half, but I cleaned it up with some concealer, so I'm good to go. So this is the second lip option that you could do, a bright red lip like the holidays. I love this color and I think it's so beautiful, so I go with the second one. I love the second one. But the last step that we're going to do is I'm going to, hold on, now that we're done the makeup, we're going to go and spritz my face with the MAC Fix Plus. And then I'm going to let my skin dry a little bit, and then I'm going to keep it tacky here so I can add a little bit more highlight to make it really pop. So I'm going to go in with the Dose of Colors highlighter with Desi and Katie in the shade Fuego. It is just a beautiful shade. So I'm going to add this on top. To really make my highlight pop. I really hope you guys enjoyed this holiday look. I really wanted to make it wearable for you guys. I know a lot of people on YouTube and Instagram, they do their holiday looks very blown out and very glittery and sparkly, which is fine. I'm all about that, but not everyone is about the full glam on the holiday season. Sometimes they want to do more of a wearable look, which I tried to do this for you guys. If it was me, I would blow the eyeshadow out a little bit more and make it more smoky, but I wanted to make it more wearable for you guys and not so much glitter, but you still get the sparkle with your eyes. And then obviously you can switch this red lip out for the other option in my video that I gave you guys. So I really hope I made this wearable for you guys for the holiday season, so you guys still feel very pretty and sparkly, but not like too crazy and too much makeup on your face. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please do not forget to like this video and subscribe down below so you guys don't miss any more of my videos, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.